Hello everyone, this is Mr. Work Smarter, and this is Mr. Free Your Mind. And we're here for another episode of Free Your Mind and Be Free.
And today we're going to talk about distraction. Let go of distraction. And I invited one of my friends, Simeon, and he's going to talk about his views on distractions.
Yes.
How's it going, Simeon? You alright?
Let's do this. So obviously we live in a world of distractions. Where do we start? Social media, emails, our phones, girls.
Girls, I think it would just be right for me to start because back in the days I can say my biggest distractions were girls.
Yeah, you sure you wanna?
I have to say, it has to come out. It has to come out, you know what I mean? It has to come out because wait this, yeah? Why should I even lie to myself and start talking about social media if girls were my main distractions?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, instead of putting energy towards like my football career, like back in the days when I played semi-pro, no.
What, you play semi-pro?
Semi-pro, come on.
Yeah, what team?
You can't say it now. Oh, that was back in Germany, Hamburg.
We all tried.
Yeah, we all tried.
Back in the days, everyone said, I used to play semi-pro.
Exactly. You see, I just wanted to bring it in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what it is, instead of like putting my energy towards training, I thought, oh, I can't be bothered with training. Let me just call this and that girl, you know, just to entertain her. But I thought I'm doing something good. I didn't see it as a distraction.
You didn't think it was the girls because that's what you liked. That's what you wanted to do. Back in the day, everyone was young. Yeah, I lash this. I'm bad. That's what it is. So we didn't know it was a distraction then, but obviously you've grown older, you've grown wiser, and now you know that it was a distraction before. If you left them before and concentrated on your football career, you know what would have happened, do you know what I mean?
You know, but the thing is, you know what it is? How do you know it is a distraction? Because as you said, that's the thing that I liked. So maybe people's distractions are things that they like.
I'll tell you if it's a distraction. So question you should ask yourself, what are you spending most of your time doing? And then you ask yourself, what value is it adding to your life? If it's adding no value to your life, it's a distraction.
Good point.
It's that simple. And me personally, for me, it's my phone. I've got so many social apps. I've got so many social medias, and I know I use some of it for my business as well, but at times it's so easy to get distracted and let my phone control me. Okay. But it's so important to learn to control your phone. So now what I've tried to do is like look at my phone, especially at work when I'm working on the desk and everything. I try to look at my phone at set times rather than looking at whenever I get a notification. I shouldn't respond to every notification as it comes. Like you should honestly put yourself in focus and control it. That's just my thoughts around it.
Okay, because you see, in relation to that, I need my phone because of the Free Your Mind and Be Free group that we have on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So it's quite hard because obviously for you it works, but for the other people it might not work because they need it. You see what I'm saying? Because with me, for example, I need to speak to individuals if they have problems and that. So my phone is there, but then I get slightly distracted on Instagram as well. You know, I start thinking, okay,
you liking pictures?
Oh, you already know how it is. You start looking at positive quotes. You know, you start looking at these daily quotes, and then you see yourself at P Diddy's page. And
you're thinking, how long did he even? How many steps have to go back?
Go back to your profile. You're like,
you're like, and then I always say to myself, just give me 20 minutes on Instagram. Next thing I see, 2 hours. I'm late for work, rushing for the bus, sweating on. You know, it's a lot of things. So sometimes I think we do know that it's a distraction, but we just don't want to. We believe in our lives, basically.
So what are some of the tools and things we can do to put in place in order to help people that face a similar distraction? What would you say?
I'll first say it's just balance it out. Nobody's saying cut it out. Nobody's saying stop doing it. Obviously, as you said, you're using social media for 2 things. You're using it for businesses, you're using it for all of that to progress and stuff, but then it's also a distraction at some times. Then again, it all comes down to organisation and time management skills, prioritise, do you know what I mean? I'm the type of person I know what I need to do, but I'd rather play first and then do the work. That's just me. So a lot of people are different, and a lot of people distract, or have certain levels of distraction. So when people say, oh, I need to lock this off, I need to look off my Facebook, my Instagram, I'm like, why would you need to lock it off?
You have no control.
Yeah, it's like you have no willpower. Like you're the one that downloaded it. You're the one that made that profile. It's yours. It's yours for you to look at when you want. Don't allow it to control you. But I'm a different person, and obviously a lot of people have different levels of willpower again. So if it's affecting them that much, then I'll think maybe that is the way you need to go down. And just try and balance it when you can.
But if it is that bad, there's a site called getcoldturkey.com where basically blocks websites. So listen, getcoldturkey.com. It's a weird name.
How did you even find that?
Trust me, I find the best tools. Trust me. That's what I call Mr. Web.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a tool to block websites and you're really bad, check that out. That's really cool. So you're talking about what they need. You need to have a focus. When you have a focus, you know that when I wake up, this is what I need to do. And before I go out, I'm gonna get this done. So like if I know I need to speak to my missus, and I don't have a missus by the way.
Yes, to get it out there.
if I do, then obviously I know I've got to ensure that I get the most important task done, so that I can enjoy the time with her. Do you know what I mean? And have a good time. But I feel like a lot of people just go on with their day, they wake up, don't have a purpose, and then it just gets to like 8 o'clock, and the missus is getting onto them, and they're like, yeah, let's just do whatever. And it's like, what do you achieve in your day?
But then, can I ask you something? Do you think it's about your surroundings as well? Because if you have the right people around you, they'll probably tell you, oh, Sim Dennis, I think you're not really putting as much work into what you should do. So do you think surroundings are important as well?
Mate, I've been a victim of this. I've been a victim of this. We can call it peer pressure, we can call it friends just not advice, we can call it whatever you want to call it, but the most of the fact is whatever surroundings that you're around, the people that you go with, the people that you call your so-called friends, what they're doing interests you. That's the reason why you guys are friends. What they're doing interests you, and you're gonna do it because it interests you. Do you know what I mean?
But then in relation to that, you see how you have some friends, you grew up with them. Yeah? You grew up with them, you know them for 10, 15 years. You know that a lot of people that feel like because I've been with him for 10, 15 years, I don't want to let go of him. Even though you know he's going a different route. I'm not going to say bad, because you know what I mean? It's down to the individual what's bad and what's not.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, since growing up, it's so crazy. As you go to secondary school, college, university, your friends get smaller.
Yeah.
Your group of friends. So like, I don't speak to anyone from primary school. I speak to only probably 2-3 people from college, and I talk to about 5 people from university. I don't really talk to
And I remember when my mum used to say it as well. Prince, what? You have 5 friends? You know, Prince, yeah? How many friends have you got now? I said, what, Henry and that? That's about my friends, you see what I'm saying? But no, actually it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, your parents, they can actually see if there's a distraction, but obviously when you're younger, you're like, oh, you don't know.
And going back to the circles, I think about environment, I think that is such a key point, because if your friends are the ones that go out all the time, going out raving, want to go out holidays, and you're in that environment, like it, honestly, it's so difficult to remove yourself from, because that's all they know. So like, if you're a person like me that loves traveling, and my friends are like, let's go to Paris this week, let's do this, and I know that I've got important things to do, I need to have strong willpower to say no. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it takes a lot of willpower in order to say no, and know that you've got to focus and you need to achieve that. So it's so important just to think about that.
But do you know what it is, guys? Obviously, we're not telling people to stop that, whatever they're doing. They just have to find a balance. Like for me, for example, I'll go raving Sundays, knowing that I got work on Monday, 8 o'clock, bound and I have to be there. Financial advisor, I can't play. You see what I'm saying? I can't play. So you just have to find a balance, and most importantly, you have to find time management. You see what I'm saying? As long as you can manage your time, I don't see how you can go wrong.
But me personally, if you've got work on a Monday, why are you going out on a Sunday evening?
Do you know what it is? Because I'm a guy, I like to have fun. And I know that a lot of people there that like to have fun. I'm a bubbly guy, I like raving, I like traveling. So there are some guys that don't really like that. Okay. Cool, they'll stay at home on Sunday and read that book, get ready for work. I'm that guy, I think, that's my last Sunday in, free time, let me go get the last bit of fun, boom.
But how do you make up? So how do you make up for that then, obviously?
When I go to work, I don't come in slammed, all tired, so they can see, oh, Prince, you had a heavy weekend. No, I come in energized, ready. Yeah, Tom, what are the figures? Let me do this. It's all about individual management.
Yeah.
If you can manage your things and you can find a balance, I don't see how you can go wrong.
I think that's a good point.
Managing your distractions is very, very well. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Everyone's got their own different preferences. So what works for this person might not work for that person. What works for that person might not work for that person.
So basically, you're trying to say that you have to find what fits.
What fits you? Because there's going to be so many distractions out there, no matter what. Some more tempting than others. Some you'll be able to ignore, some you might not be able to. But as long as you know what the distractions are and you've got your focus again on what you need to do, it could all be alright. Well, progress, not perfection. That's what we say.
I love that, bro. That's dope.
That's what you know. Prince, you talk about time management, where I'm balancing your distractions. I believe you do that very, very well. But on a Sunday, you go raving on a mad one, but then you'll know that you need to come on a Monday and give 110%, and probably even doing better than some people that's even had a perfect night's sleep. But imagine you cut those distractions out and not just give the 110, but give about 400% what you would achieve. Russ.
Do you know what? I think it's about personal satisfaction. As long as you know within that you're doing all right. But what I can say to you, your question to me not going out and maybe giving more, is very true. I could do that. Because just because I'm saying to myself, it's enough, might not be enough. I can go more, I can go 400 or 500%.
Let me give you some staggering stats. So think about this. You've got 24 hours in a day. 8 hours, people spend sleeping. Another 8 hours is spent on media devices. That's your phone, that's watching TV, that's being on the internet. You've only got another 8 hours left. So what are you doing within them 8 hours? And in most people's case, they're at work. So my question is, what are you going to sacrifice in order to be productive? Because there are distractions within them media devices. And a lot of people even get distracted at work. And that's why it's about managing it. I know we keep coming to that, but it's about managing your distractions. You know that obviously, for example, at work, everyone always wants to come to my desk. What I do is block out times on my calendar. So they know that I'm doing something. Rather than them coming, they'll know that, oh, Dennis is busy at this time. And even on my messenger, they'll know that it says I'm busy. So you need to manage it and put things in place. And that's what I think is important, to put the right tools in place in order to manage your distractions. To conclude, guys, distractions mean different things to different people. And it's all about managing your time and focusing on the things that matter to you.
And sometimes you have to cut them in order to achieve your 400%.
Which is definitely true, because let's just say you have a path right now and you have a distraction. If that distraction is going to get you off path, you will cut it out. Or you will keep the distraction as long as it's within manageable path, and then you'll continue going on.
So that's the end of the episode. I've enjoyed it. Simon, you've been great.
Oh, thank you very much.
And funny enough, we didn't even actually introduce you, and so this is a chance, you know what I mean? Put your little plug.
So tell us what you do. Tell us what you do.
Yeah, so excited. I'm MMLB, which is also known as making my life better. It's basically an improvement of one's life by any means necessary. Any means necessary. What do you do every day when you wake up? It could be a go to university, it could be me hitting the road, it could be just waking up, going to your back shed and fixing your bike. What are you doing? Making your life better. I've built this brand as the founder and CEO to not only motivate myself, but motivate the people around and the people most closest to me. And I just want everyone to just achieve and glorify.
Right, follow him, you know? Yeah.
Follow him.
Yes, Baba Yemi MMLB.
Remember to subscribe to the Free Your Mind and Be Free show. We've got exciting episodes coming up.
And also remember to manage or cut your distractions.
Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.